That's Nick.
And that's Joseph. And today we're here to talk about Wild Mountain Thyme, the third film directed by Oscar winner John Patrick Shanley, which will be available courtesy of Bleecker Street, December 11th, 2020.
Tell us about it.
Joseph couldn't be bothered to...
People don't like when I
film.
don't watch the movies.
Like,
Which I think is funny because I'm just sitting here, like, you could just do the review on your own, it'd be the same.
I could.
So what's the difference if I'm sitting here?
Just because you add so much with your...
Well, I know that's true, but I just am surprised when people don't like it. Anyway, who directed it?
John Patrick Shanley.
What has he done?
Well, he's actually most known because he won an Oscar for the screenplay for Moonstruck back in 1987.
Oh, I do like that movie.
Yes, Moonstruck is a very
Okay.
excellent film, which I believe is getting a Criterion release this month. And he's also a notable playwright, and this film is based on his own 2014 Broadway play, Outside Malinger. Previously, as a director, he was responsible for Joe versus the Volcano with Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan, and Doubt in 2008 with Marley Streep and Viola Davis and Amy Adams,
Okay.
which was, of course, based on his play.
I did witness you watching the film, and there were a lot of laughs because of, like, Christopher Walken's accent.
Okay, so it's of course set in the Republic of Ireland in modern times, and it stars Emily Blunt as Rosemary Muldoon and Jamie Dornan as Anthony Riley, and they are both they're both farmers that live on a adjoining farmland, and she is in love with him, but he doesn't believe that he's lovable and so does not pay any attention to her advances. And the dramatic catalyst is an aging Christopher Walken, who plays Tony Riley, the father of Jamie Dornan, doesn't believe that his son will be capable of carrying on the duties of the farm because he knows he's going to die soon. So he is trying to sell it to their American wealthy nephew, Adam, played by John Hamm.
Okay.
So this instigates Jamie Dornan to get his shit together and get his priorities straight, and it also allows Rosemary to make a move romantically.
And is she successful?
Yeah, so overall she's successful, but there's a whole lot of kind of weird, loony things that go on, such as we find out that Jamie Dornan believes that he's not lovable because he thinks he's a honeybee.
Okay.
And there's it actually starts out Christopher Walken doing an Irish accent. So when the trailer dropped earlier in November, the Irish press tore it to shreds for the Irish accents. Jamie Dornan actually is Irish. And I believe I was reading Shanley's original Broadway play. The Irish press was also not very kind to it. Well,
Who's the main lady?
Emily Blunt.
Is she Mary Poppins?
Yes.
Okay.
And married to John Krasinski, Devil Wears Prada, Quiet Place. You've seen her in a ton of stuff.
Yes.
It was originally a role that was supposed to be played by Holiday Granger. And
I thought you were going to say Holiday Heart.
no, not Ving Rhames. Although that is a favorite in this household. I think Emily Blunt is beautiful. I think she's very talented. I also think her and Jamie Dornan in modern times, even though it's a small place in rural Ireland, two people that look like that, I don't know that would be pining over one another. I think casting this all feels completely off, besides on top of the distracting accents. But Christopher Walken is narrating the whole thing with someone that has such a distinct voice. To put that Irish lilt on there just was grating. I thought it was very grating.
I could tell witnessing you watching it.
It, I think, is the worst use of a notable actor playing Irish since Marlon Brando in that film The Nightcomers, where it's a version from the Gardner's viewpoint of Turn of the Screw that Michael Winner directed. Because Brando had a very unique speaking pattern, and putting that Irish accent on him I thought was equally kind of terrible.
I really want to know more about Jamie Dornan thinking he's a honeybee.
It kind of comes towards the end, and it's like there's this mystical folktale type energy that's going on beneath it, and that probably was more prominent in the play. I could actually see this working better as a stage play because we'd be more enveloped in their isolation. It just doesn't work set in modern times, I think, with these two people. The title switch comes from, it's based on the folk song by Francis McPeak, which Emily Blunt performs, which also was important because Jamie Dornan's mother would sing that around the household, apparently.
Did you like this movie?
No.
Oh, okay.
The honeybee thing is also conjoined with her. It opens where she is dancing around to Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake, and she believes she's a white swan. So there's kind of, you could have called this The Birds and the Bees, I guess.
Ooh, yes.
It was lensed by Stephen Goldblatt, who is a notable cinematographer. He shot The Help.
I was almost assaulted.
And Angels in America, among many other things. There's a dark component. Both of these characters, it's about lonely, isolated people that each kind of have suicidal ideations. And I think if it had been darker, this might have been more successful. But as it stands in the packaging that it's in, I thought it was kind of hokey and a little corny.
It sounds kind of comedic.
Like it should be comedic.
Oh, but it's not.
But it's not.
Oh.
It's just, it feels very flat in that sense. But if you're familiar with Moonstruck, you know, what everybody talks about how great that screenplay was, that every moment, every throwaway character has a memorable kind of moment in that film. And you can see him doing that. That's his shtick, that's Shanley's shtick. Think Viola Davis even in Doubt, who's in that one scene, and how memorable that is. And you can see that happening here with supporting characters that we're drifting into their conversations and you're hearing jokes and etc. It just doesn't have the same impact as, of course, a Moonstruck or a Doubt. Like Emily Blunt also tells him, Jamie Dornan at one point, like, it's good that you're tall. And he's not a tall... I don't know. It's... The locals think that he's mad. He has the Kelly madness from his mother's side of the family. And I just think that a lot of that felt lost in this adaptation of it. But overall, I would give Wild Mountain Thyme 2 out of 5.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.